Assalamualaikum students, I am Shiza Noor, your science subject teacher, and I hope you're all fine. I welcome you all to DPS online classes. So this is our lecture number 3 from chapter number 1, Human Organ Systems. The main learning objectives of today's lecture are: at the end of this lesson, you all will be able to define central nervous system. You will be able to describe the parts of brain, and you will also be able to explain the functions of parts of brain along with their location. So let's move towards a topic that is human organ systems. And the main contents of our lecture are central nervous system, which is also called CNS. We are going to discuss the first part of central nervous system, that is brain. It consists of 3 important parts. Number 1, forebrain. Number 2, midbrain, and number 3, hindbrain. So let's start our topic, that is central nervous system, also called CNS. Central nervous system acts as a control center of the whole nervous system. In the previous lecture, you have studied about the nervous system, which controls all the activities and the coordination processes of your body. So this central nervous system is actually the main control header that controls all the functions of your body. It mainly comprises brain and spinal cord, as you can see in this diagram. This is your brain and this is spinal cord. First of all, we are going to discuss about the first important part of CNS, that is brain. Okay students, so now let's start the brain. Human brain is enclosed in a bony skull that is called cranium. This is actually the brain, which is covered by the part of skeleton which is called cranium. The basic purpose of this cranium is to protect the brain from any damage. And it consists of billions of interneurons. In the previous lecture, you have studied about the interneurons. Interneurons are present in the CNS, which means brain and spinal cord, and they form a link between sensory and motor neurons. So all these interneurons are present in the brain, and this brain is protected by the part of skull which is called cranium. It is divided into the following parts: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Here you can see in the diagram, this portion of brain is forebrain, this part is called midbrain, and this part is called hindbrain. And you know, the brain of an adult man weighs about 1.5 kg, and it consists of 100 billion neurons. Very huge number, because brain is very important part of our body and it has to perform number of functions throughout our body. So it consists of a number of neurons to carry out all these functions. So let's start from the first part of the brain, that is forebrain. So forebrain, it is the largest part of your brain. As you can see from the size, that this whole portion is forebrain. It consists of 3 main parts: cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. This portion of forebrain is cerebrum. This part, that dark purple part, is thalamus, and this portion is called hypothalamus. So first of all, what is cerebrum? It is the topmost and the largest parts of the brain because it covers almost half area of your brain. It is divided into 2 hemispheres, right and left. As you can see in this picture, this is the left cerebral hemisphere and this is the right cerebral hemisphere. Because it is very large in size, that is why it is divided into 2 hemispheres. Now, what is the function of this largest part of brain? It controls many actions like thinking, feelings, emotions, seeing, hearing. As now you can see the lecture, you can see the video, you can hear my voice. This is all controlled by your cerebrum. Also the perceptions, your memory, speech, what you are speaking, decision making, and many other important functions, they are all controlled by this largest part of brain, which is called cerebrum. Now let us discuss the other two important parts of forebrain, that is thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus, inside the cerebrum there is small structure called thalamus. As you can see in this diagram, this is cerebrum, and right inside in the cerebrum is thalamus. It controls many sensory functions like the functions of your sense organs like hearing and smell. All these sensory functions are controlled by thalamus. And the last important part of your forebrain is hypothalamus. It lies at the base of thalamus. As you can see in this diagram, this portion is cerebrum. Inside the cerebrum is thalamus, and just below the thalamus is hypothalamus. Now what is the function of this hypothalamus? It controls your body temperature, whether it is cold or hot, your hunger and your thirst. All these three important functions are controlled by your hypothalamus. Now we are going to discuss the second important part of your brain, that is midbrain. Midbrain is a small part of your brain which is present below the cerebrum. As you can see in this diagram, this portion is cerebrum, inside it thalamus and hypothalamus, and right here we have midbrain. You can see from its side that it is very small part of your brain. Now what is the function of this midbrain? It receives the information from your sense organs like nose, ear, skin, tongue. All the information coming from your sense organs are received by this midbrain, and then these information are passed on to the appropriate part of forebrain where there are different centers. Like for nose there is other specific center, for smell, for hearing, for touch and for taste. So midbrain, it controls the information coming from the sense organ and then it passes to the appropriate part of the forebrain. Now we are going to discuss the third important part of the brain, that is hindbrain, the last part of your brain. It consists of three important parts, that is cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. You can see from this picture, this portion is forebrain. Right here we have midbrain, and this portion is called hindbrain. It is just below the brain, as you can see, just below the forebrain and midbrain. So it consists of three important parts. As you can see, here is pons, this is cerebellum, and this portion is called medulla oblongata. Starting from very first part of hindbrain, cerebellum. Cerebellum lies under the back part of the cerebrum. This whole portion is cerebrum, and just below the cerebrum at the back portion is called cerebellum. ये जो green color का आपको portion नजर आ रहा है, this is actually the cerebellum. So it controls the maintaining of your body balance and making precise and accurate movements. The way you stand, the way you sit, the way you move, all these body movements of balancing, standing upright and sitting, all these movements are controlled by this cerebellum. And you know what? This cerebellum is also called your little brain. It is also called little brain. Why? Because the movement, the way you stand, the way you move, it is very important part. It is very important function. And this function is controlled by cerebellum. So now we are going to discuss the other two important parts of hindbrain. Number 2, the pons. It is an oval structure present beneath the midbrain. As you can see from this diagram, this portion is cerebellum, the first important part of hindbrain, and here this oval shaped structure is called pons, which is present just below the midbrain. It controls many important functions like your sleeping cycle, the swallowing when you are eating the food, equilibrium, which means a constant physical state, and taste, and many other important functions are controlled by pons. The last important part of hindbrain and also the last part of your brain, which means medulla oblongata, it forms the posterior part of the brain right at the end of the brain where it is connected with the spinal cord. Here you can see this is the second important part of CNS, spinal cord, and right here we have the end of the brain, medulla oblongata. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing, your digestion, and many other important functions. And medulla oblongata keeps on working when rest of the brain goes to sleep. This is very important fact of medulla oblongata because it has to control many important functions like heartbeat, breathing and digestion. All these functions must be in process even when the other part of the brain is sleeping. So that is why medulla oblongata keeps on working even when the other parts of the brain goes to sleep. So students, this was all about the first important part of your CNS, which means brain. And in this lecture, we have studied the three important parts of your brain: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. In forebrain, we have studied the three important parts, that is cerebrum, which is the largest part of your brain, and it controls very important functions of your body like thinking, feeling, emotions, hearing, perceptions, your decision making processes. They are all controlled by cerebrum. Also, it consists of two hemispheres, right and left cerebral hemisphere. The second important part of your forebrain is thalamus. This thalamus controls many important sensory functions from all of your sense organs like hearing, smell, taste, touch. And the third important part of your forebrain is hypothalamus, which controls your body temperature, your hunger and your thirst. The second important part of our brain is midbrain, which is a very small part of the brain. It receives the information from your sense organs like your nose, ear, skin, tongue, and then these informations are passed on to the appropriate part of your forebrain. The third and last important part of our brain is hindbrain, which consists of three important parts: cerebellum, which is present right at the back part of the cerebrum. This cerebellum is very important as it controls the body balancing and it also makes the precise and accurate movements of our body. Pons are also very important. They are present just beneath the midbrain and it controls many functions like sleep, equilibrium and taste. And the last part of hindbrain, also the last part of our brain, medulla oblongata, it is also very important. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing and digestion processes. Also, it keeps on working when rest of the brain goes to sleep. So students, this was all about the first part of the CNS, which means brain. Now we are going to discuss some multiple choice questions related to this topic. Number 1, which is the largest part of our brain? The options are cerebellum, thalamus, cerebrum or cranium. The correct option is cerebrum. It is the largest part of brain. Number 2, which of the following is responsible for controlling body temperature? The options are medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, pons or midbrain. The correct option is hypothalamus. Number 3, brain of an adult man weighs about dash kg. The options are 1, 2, 1.5 kg or 2.5 kg. The correct option is 1.5 kg. Number 4, the precise and accurate movements of our body are controlled by. The options are cerebellum, midbrain, hypothalamus or none of these. The correct option is cerebellum. We will also discuss some short questions and answers related to this topic. Number 1, write names of parts of brain. In the start, we have discussed the parts of brain, the three important parts of brain, that is forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Number 2, what are the main parts of your forebrain? We have discussed the three important main parts of your forebrain, that is cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus. Number 3, what is the location and function of cerebrum? We have also discussed the location of cerebrum, that it is the topmost and largest part of your brain and it controls many important functions like seeing, hearing, emotions, your perceptions, your decision making processes and many others. Number 4, write down the function of hypothalamus. It controls your body temperature, it controls your hunger and it also controls your thirst. Number 5, name the main parts of hindbrain. There are three main parts of hindbrain: cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Number 6, give function of cerebellum. It maintains the body balancing. Also, it helps in the precise and accurate movements of your body. Students, you will all write these question and answers on your notebook. Also, we have one long question from this topic, that is explain the central nervous system. In this question, you will write the complete detail of two important parts of CNS, that is brain and spinal cord. In today's lecture, we have only discussed about the brain. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are clear with all the concepts. Allah Hafiz.